This is the slim pantry rack that comes with the drawers. This is the one that you are gonna want to have out in display. It is so beautiful. So whether it is maybe flanking your television as like your beautiful entertainment center, it could be in a pantry, it could be indoors and outdoors because it's powder coated steel, so it's not gonna chip, it's not gonna corrode, it's not gonna rust. And the vertical nature of the storage is so handy, it's so practical. You have access to everything that you need. And since we're celebrating 15-year anniversary, we're also doing something extra special. Have you heard? HSN is moving to Pennsylvania. In fact, they are already in Pennsylvania, and you are getting the biggest surprise because we get to kick off a free shipping all weekend long to celebrate our big move. So I want to dive right in. Can I bring out my special guest? Someone that you're going to be seeing a lot of in Pennsylvania, Rebecca Wood. Hi, gorgeous.
Hi.
Right, free shipping. And is that a new haircut?
I did. I did. I chopped it. Yeah.
How cute.
Thank you. It's still growing. Still growing, but thank you so much.
I love it. Okay, I'm so excited for our slim girlfriend to be back.
Slim girlfriend.
Can we go over the colors?
Yes, please. This is my absolute favorite. If you have dark wood floors, anything like that, any of the dark wood furniture, you're going to love the vintage bronze. It almost feels like a gold flex to it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
This is plum. And I think it's pretty perfect. It's a beautiful, rich purple color. Red, did you know that red is the #1 fashion color when it comes to kitchen?
There's a rumor. I've heard our customers really love red in their kitchen.
Red, and this red is beautiful.
It's a gorgeous one.
And then we also have it in white. This is the perennial favorite. This is the one that sells out first every single time. This is gonna be the platinum. The platinum, I'm gonna actually take the platinum
next to the
and
gray.
the pewter.
The pewter.
And I wanna put them side by side so you can see the difference. Now the platinum actually has almost kind of a gunmetal look. You can see there's kind of a hammered finish to it. And then the pewter is going to be more of that stark kind of beautiful gray. So if you do have that contemporary look, that's perfect. Here, this is new.
I'm like literally coming over, I'm like,
oh, so
I love,
pretty.
What are we calling this one?
Eggnog.
Oh.
And it is soft, it's beautiful, it's that neutral, that just kind of beigey, rich.
Creamy, beigey. It's really pretty, like a soft, it's like just so luxe.
What do they call that now? There's a luxe kind of they're calling it easy rich or I don't know. There's something.
Quiet luxury?
Quiet luxury.
Whisper of wealth?
Easy rich. That's what I like to call it. I got to get better at the TikTok.
I'm trying to get easy rich, but instead I'm...
That's just, it's going to become a thing, guys.
Hashtag easy rich.
Hashtag
You're
easy
gonna find
rich.
it.
Or
quiet
maybe
luxury. That's what you need to put in your new dressing room. That's all I'm going to say. Easy rich.
Easy rich. We also have in black. We always have to have black.
Great.
Now, if you got the first black 15 years ago, I think it's almost 16 years ago with Origami, this is going to match back, and it will look exactly the same because powder-coated steel.
Yeah.
So it's not going to chip, it's not going to rust, and it's not going to corrode. And then we have a beautiful, rich indigo. This is going to be the beautiful blue. As you go down, you see we have 5 shelves, but what really sets this apart and makes it special are those drawers.
The drawers.
The drawers with the handles. Now, you can use the drawers if you want. You can see you can remove them. You could actually use these separately. I actually like to use these on my pantry shelves for chips and stuff like that. And then I get 5 full shelves and 2 baskets.
Okay, that's smart. It doesn't matter what color you're choosing, you're getting the best buy that we are offering on our 15-year anniversary of having Origami here at the network with the slim pantry rack with those 2 drawers. Choose a color. And today, instead of it being over $152, we're doing it for $119.99. Now the great thing, free shipping, so you're probably gonna want to buy multiples, and they're $30 payments on any major credit card. So let's dive into the specs on these and the size and everything, because she's cute, but she is very practical. She's got to hold a lot. She's going to hold a lot of things.
It's going to hold a lot of things, and she's very, very smart. Zero assembly. So I'm going to disassemble it and assemble it. And as I disassemble it, you can see why it's so important, because this is powder-coated steel. You could put this right outside. It's not going to rust, chip, or corrode. So it's going to move with you from house to house, room to room. So
there's a lot of moving going on right now.
There's a lot of moving. moving, going around. You can see these are full-size shelves. And when I say that, I mean full-size paper towels. Easy to go in and out. Very fine mesh. We did that because we know a lot of you are going to use this maybe for produce. You want that aeration. But take a look at how easy it is
to
disassemble. So you're going to have both of the baskets just like that. And then this is how it's going to come to you. So
I want everybody at home, ladies and gentlemen, to notice that she's doing this in heels.
Heels.
This is impressive stuff.
It's probably the only organizing I'm ever going to do in heels because it's so easy. Take a look at this. This is how it's going to come to you.
That's so good.
Just like this. Now I want you to lift that up too.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on.
I know, and it's powder coated steel. You do not have to have weight to be able to hold a lot of weight. This is still gonna hold 100 pounds, up to 100 pounds.
Okay.
So when it's good at home, you're gonna take it out of the box, no honey-do list, no waiting for somebody to help you build it. You're going to add those caster wheels if you want movable storage.
Okay.
If you don't have to have those caster wheels on. 2 of those caster wheels do lock. I like to have them. That's the way I like to do it. Now, all you're gonna do is open it up. Just in case you missed it, again, take a look. That's your assembly.
That's the magic of origami.
This is the toggle that everybody loves. This is what holds it, and I want you to hear this. As you put this up here, just like this, listen. Hear that lock into place?
Yep.
When you lock that into place, each of these shelves now can hold up to 20 pounds. We're gonna flip this right over. Lock that into place, just in case you missed it. Lock that. I love that every single one of them locks. And then you can decide, do you want to have all 5 shelves and use those drawers elsewhere? Or do you want to assemble those drawers? And that's all you have to do to assemble it. And use those in these tracks.
And so I was going to say, the tracks are only on the bottom 2 levels.
Exactly.
So I like that you know exactly where they go. And they are mesh, which is really great. It's great for aeration. It's great for cleaning. It's great for seeing what you have. How many times have you bought something and gotten home and realized, oh, I still have that. All right, I have 5 more of those cans of something. This is great for back stock. It's great for your pantry. It's great for anything, your craft room. Maybe it's your supply room. I'm going to give you the size on it. So it's going to be 58 inches high, 58.5 inches high, and then it's going to be just about 10.5 inches wide and just under 18 inches length, so east to west, and then that depth is, if you have about a foot off the wall, you're good to go. Each shelf will hold 10 pounds with the wheels on. You take those wheels off because you have more of a permanent space for it. It's going to hold 20 pounds, which makes it hold up to 100 pounds. Already in the lead is the color black and the color white. Remember, bathrooms, laundry room, indoors, outdoors, office, anywhere you need to take up organization space, right? Because you've got a small space in the wall or in the corner. This is a great option to have it. And we haven't seen the slim design, Rebecca, since 2023.
2023, when we sold out, it was very, very popular. We now have that slim design, and I love that we have the 2 baskets too, because it truly is a game changer to be able to corral. Now, the other thing we have, and it is something that you can include, is we also have some liners if you wanted to.
Okay.
And those liners will go right
on the shelves?
On the shelves. So with the way it comes in, I believe a pack of 9, and one is long for the top one, and then each one comes individually, so you can have some with and some without. You just can customize it.
Right, so instead of the slats and having kind of that hole, it will kind of give you more of that solid shelf. Those are available. You can see they're $24.99. You are getting a set of 9, but again, free shipping. Free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. So we are celebrating. I was watching Nicole Hickle on her stories and Su Ming on her stories on Instagram. You guys follow all the hosts and see their adventures. The Pennsylvania studios are incredibly beautiful, and we are rounding out our time here in Florida, in our Florida studio. So we wanted to make sure that you guys got to celebrate shopping with us all weekend long with free shipping on everything. So we've got that beautiful vintage bronze, we've got the red, we have the white, we've got the, is that pewter, platinum.
This is going to be the eggnog, which I think will be a huge favorite.
Brand new. I love our exclusive offer today, but I love a new color. It's kind of that creamy, soft, almost like a vanilla custard. And then we have black, and we have that beautiful blue that we are calling indigo, like a sapphire blue. $30 gets these home. Oh yeah, and then plum. You're setting these up all over the room here.
That's what I want to kind of show you, because this is what we wanted to do. I'm sure you've heard us, if you've ever watched HSN, you've heard us say vertical storage, right?
Vertical storage, yeah.
Vertical storage. Vertical storage does not mean it has to overtake a room. It does not mean that it's got to, you know, be a wall-sized bookcase. It can be literally, if you have 11 and a half, it's just over 11 and a half inches, so even if you have a smaller area, or you can put it long ways and put 18.
Just like a foot off the wall if you needed it that direction, right?
Exactly.
I love that.
Just shy of 5 feet tall.
Okay.
So it's perfect.
Yeah.
But when you think each of these shelves is going to hold, so it's 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds. If you're just using the shelves and not using the baskets, each of these are another 20 pounds. That's if you have the wheels on. If you're going to use the baskets, they each hold 10 pounds.
Okay.
So you're looking at 80-pound capacity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a lot of different capacities.
Yeah, there's a lot of different options.
If you have the wheels and you're using all of just the shelves, that's 100 pounds.
Okay.
If you have the wheels on and you're using 3 of the shelves, 2 of the drawers, that's 80 pounds.
Got it. Okay. That
and
makes
then
sense.
you can almost half that if you just are, if you're going to use the wheels.
Got
then,
it. And no baskets.
And no baskets.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. There's so many great options, and I love that when you're thinking about, we have a lot of things in our home, but sometimes we don't use the things that we have because we don't see them, or you get clutter and you get mess because things are piling up in areas they don't belong, right? You might have your back stock or your laundry stuff maybe in your primary closet, because where else are you going to put it?
Where are you going to put
or maybe
it?
your primary closet is a mess. You're like, where am I going to put my shoes? Where am I going to, maybe it's the guest room, right? And you want a space to have things for your guests. I love the idea of if you homeschool, or if you have a craft room or a home office. But here's the magic of Origami. This is why we've been celebrating them for 15 years. And the new designs that come out are always incredible. But this is one you already love. It's a huge customer pick. We haven't seen it since 2023. The assembly is no assembly. It takes a few minutes. You snap everything into place. And then you've got something that's powder coated, safe indoors, safe outdoors. I know a lot of people who like to use these for whether it's around their barbecue, or whether it's
pool cage.
Right, or maybe you've got like your herbs that you're growing outside, or plant mamas.
Yeah. You can water your plants right on here. So let's talk about that. Whether you're to use it for your pool cage, or you're by your pool and you're going to put your dive toys in here, and you've got your noodles and the wet towels. Or if you're going to put plants on there and you're going to water it right there, maybe you're going to have it in the bathroom and it's a really high moisture area. You never have to worry about moisture or water because it is rust resistant. You never have to worry about having this in your laundry room and putting that big jug of bleach, and the bleach falls. It's not corrosive. It's not going to corrode. And then you also don't have to worry about it chipping. So when you get those beautiful colors like the plum, the indigo, that eggnog that you're gonna love. You never have to worry about, you know, a chunk of the color missing and it's sticking out like a sore thumb, because powder coated steel means the color is actually bonded.
Yeah, it's almost like it's baked in, or baked
right
on.
in there. That's
so
exactly.
this is the black, and the black has a little bit more of kind of like a hammered texture to it. It still is all solid black, but I noticed that the indigo is more of like a smooth, almost like a silky satiny finish, which I love.
So if we actually kind of go up here and you see that,
I
love
help?
it.
I got you, girl. I got you.
I can do both at the same time.
I know,
though.
but
It's that easy.
I'd like to contribute. Do you want this one over here?
And I'm going to put these over here kind of like this. So when we go through, you can see that the bronze has more of a matte finish. The red has more of a glossy finish.
I'm putting the eggnog and the white next to each other.
Oh, I love that idea.
Because I want everybody to see, because I mean, these are definitely colors in my home, but there is a significant difference between the white and the eggnog, which is like this beautiful kind of like soft, vanilla, creamy. It's a beautiful, luxurious color. It's a warmer color, so maybe stark white is not your thing, but you like neutrals, right?
I love it too. It just warms it up a little bit. One of the things you're gonna notice, and you might not be able to see, is the white also has a little bit of texture to it.
Yep.
And then the eggnog doesn't, but it doesn't have that glossy finish. It's more of that satin.
Yeah.
Did you say satin finish?
Like an eggshell or like a satin finish.
Exactly.
And then this one is going to be your pewter, right?
This is the pewter, and this has that, I almost would say it's gunmetal. It really has a gunmetal look. And then you can see also this has that same texture that we have there.
I want to actually show, can we show pewter next to black? Just because, again,
put all these three together.
They're small differences, but enough where you can personalize in your space. And it makes a difference because these are true home decor pieces that you're out you have out and you're using every day, and you can decorate them. I mean, quite frankly, maybe you don't have a space big enough to actually have a big, you know, armoire or a big credenza, or, you know, or near your television or in a bookshelf. This is a great, great option. It's not a fixed shelving unit that you are calling somebody that's adhering to the walls in your rental space. Maybe it's your apartment. This is something you can take house to house. You actually have wheels that come with it, so you can wheel it from room to room until you find the perfect space. I don't know about you, Rebecca, but sometimes I find something I love, but I have no idea where I'm gonna put it yet.
Right.
Until you get it home. And if it's a big, heavy piece of furniture with all the different particle boards and screws,
it's staying there.
I'm never gonna move it again.
Exactly.
If I even get through putting it together.
Or if it doesn't tilt and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. For me, there's always like a nut or a bolt or something. There is no nuts. There are no bolts. There's no directions. I do want to tell you too, white, they just said white's #1, always is #1, but behind it is plum, which is not shocking to me because it really is truly a beautiful, beautiful, rich, gorgeous eggplant. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
kind of an
definitely.
eggplant? This is the true definition of why we built this. So 16 years ago when Origami started, we started with that Mac Daddy, huge, massive rack that would hold a literal ton of storage.
Yeah.
And people went crazy.
We've got those actually.
We tonight,
yeah,
right?
We do.
And people were like, oh my gosh, I can have storage without any work.
Right.
Then we heard from you and you're like, but I want it inside the house. I want decorated colors. Where else are you gonna find a plum or an eggnog or an indigo blue? I want it to be a little bit smaller because I need it to fit in those areas. Yeah. You know, the kitchen is where we need the most storage, and it's always the smallest area. And that's why we're looking at this. We do call it, it's for the kitchen, it's a perfect pantry, but think about it in your entryway closet. When you open up the entryway closet and all you have is that one shelf,
yeah.
You put this, now you have five different shelves or 3 shelves and 2 drawers. Put your wet mittens, your gloves, put that wet umbrella in here. Cleats, the things you don't want touching the floor.
Yep.
If they do, I love the idea of cleats. My daughter has them everywhere. And I don't know if you've ever seen cleats after they've been on turf. They have those little black beads. Put them on here. They're gonna protect your floor. If this gets dirty, you hose it
Yeah, I was
right
gonna say you could literally take it out and hose it down. And I love that it can be something that you can really, again, personalized. That's what this is all about. This is about practical, it's function, but it's also fashion for your home. Plum is definitely a front runner. You guys are loving this beautiful, gorgeous purple colorway, like the eggplant. It's got a royal purple kind of tone to it as well. The baskets are included, you guys. The baskets are not a separate purchase. They are designed to go in the bottom 2 shelves. Remember, you're getting 5 shelves, holds up to 100 pounds with or without the wheels, depending on how you are using it. And this is your #1 favorite. I mean, this is a customer pick. You've been waiting years to see it back as a today's special. It should be about $153. We've taken it down to $119.99, and here is the magic of kicking off this weekend with free shipping and handling is you can buy more than one. Think about where you're gonna put them, indoors, outdoors, different rooms, different spaces in your house. With the free shipping and handling, you're saving another almost $17 per unit, and it comes flat packed. All you do is take it out, you unfold it, you literally assemble it with no tools. Look how the mesh drawers are also easy to kind of tuck away. Maybe you don't want them, maybe you don't need them, maybe you're gonna put them somewhere else, or you're not really sure. They're not taking up any space. Origami is a solution-driven household organization and storage company.
We're always going to add to your solutions. We're not gonna add to your problems. So many times you get a shelf and it's great for your needs, and then what are you gonna do with it? Or you move and it's just there. You don't wanna have to move it out. You could literally put this in the back of your car. Your kids go off to college. You know, you're downsizing, you're moving. This goes right into the back of your car. You don't have to hire movers. When you get to that new place, it's so easy to open it up and set it up. It literally is seconds. When you get it home, one of my favorite things is there's no honey-do list. There's not having a box there saying, okay, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna spend half a day with the directions and the nuts and the bolts and the A's and the B's and the C's, which ones go with which. This is in seconds. You have up to 5 shelves and you have 2 drawers. Again, my favorite way to use it is to use all 5 shelves, and then I use those 2 drawers in other places.
You're so, I mean, I like that. You're
You're
maximizing, exactly. You're multiplying the amount of space to organize and get things up and off the floor. I want everybody to draw your attention because sit down, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, maybe get some popcorn and watch her put together, wait, I can't even finish my sentence. Hold on.
You couldn't even get out to get that popcorn.
I know.
Exactly.
It was a little bit of sarcasm, you know, because if you blink, you'll miss the assembly and the disassembly. So let's go through it.
And I'll do it over and over again. This is how it's going to come to you. You take it out of the box. You decide if you want those caster wheels on or not. It just depends on if you want movable storage, and you open it up. It's that simple. Once you have that toggle into place, you see there's a little bit of an indentation there. It fits right in there.
Just like a puzzle.
And you press down. That's it. There's no Allen wrenches. There's no nuts and screws. This top shelf is already on. This is how it comes to you. When you want it, you just flip it over. It's that simple. And then I love that it locks into place. Now, a lot of people, you just lock it down and then it might not work. Here, we've actually made sure you lock it down. The other thing I want to show you is if you look close, all of the shelves have lips. Why do we have that little lip right there? Because we know, what are you likely storing with this? The big box items, the cans, the boxes of cereal that would tip over or fall off when you're moving them. This holds everything.
Yeah. So in other words, there's an edge there. There's actually an edge. I think if we kind of tilt it forward, we might be able to just see that right here. There's actually an edge. See how our fingers can go in there? So that is protecting anything from falling over. It's not flat, which I love. And that's all of the shelves, right?
All of the shelves have that.
So you've got that same protection. We also have the liners, which have been very, very popular. A lot of you are adding those onto your orders. A lot of you guys are buying multiple sets. And so I love that maybe you're doing a little mixing and matching. I'll get an update on what color is now in the lead, because I know eggnog was coming. It was coming in strong, because that's the newest color. And then the assembly of the baskets.
Of the baskets. So this is how they're going to come to you. And one of the things I want to point out, we always think about what you don't like, especially when you're assembling anything. You don't like something that continues to take up space, whether you're using it or not. Look at that. This is all the space, this massive basket. So you want to build it, you open it up like this. This floor is the only thing you have to put into place. Okay. But you just put it in there like this. I love that we have the handle right there, so it's easy to pull. You're seeing how tight meshed that mesh is. This is still all powder coated steel. So you're going to be able to put your oranges, your potatoes, and that bottom layer is not going to get moldy or yucky. Yeah. The entire stack of potatoes, stack of onions, all of it's going to get that aeration.
Well, and also a complete opposite use could be, it could be in the nursery, or it could be in the kids' playroom, and you've got little tiny toys, right? The little things that lock together, or in your craft room, and you might have some glitter and some beads and so forth. You could definitely put all those types of things. Let's take you through the colors again. Remember, everybody is getting this home for $30. That's on any major credit card. Free shipping and handling on everything. I mean, I'm doing some major shopping this weekend with the free shipping and handling on everything. I'm excited that we get to celebrate. I know Rebecca is moving up to Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of our team that is up there already, bringing you incredible shopping live from our Pennsylvania studio. So free shipping and handling for everyone. This is the indigo. It's a beautiful kind of rich, almost like a sapphire and a cobalt blue. It's also got that really nice kind of smooth, satiny, little bit of a sheen to that finish. And then we have it in the...
That's going to be the platinum.
Platinum, which is more of like a smooth, soft, silky gray.
And I love, we have these three together. So you go from the platinum to the pewter. Okay. And the pewter is kind of almost like a gunmetal. It really truly is. And there's a texture to it. The other one that has texture is the black, which is right next. So we have those two together. So this is going to be the platinum, and this is going to be the black. Black is beautiful. Black is modern. It's sleek. It's contemporary. This is something that we're telling you about for uses in your home. But remember, this is beautiful enough to put in your home, but strong enough to put in the garage. And it's gonna hold a lot. So those cans of paint, your drills, your electrical cords, the things that you double buy because you can't find them, they're always gonna have a house now. And now, one of the things you could do is just wheel it out to work on your car, wheel it out to wherever the areas you need to work on, and then wheel it right back.
Okay, white, which is classic and pure and easy and definitely up at the front. A front runner tonight, we have the eggnog, which is brand new. I love when Origami gives us a new color. If you're buying one of the previous colors, they're always going to be matching exactly whether you got it 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, because Origami is celebrating its 15-year anniversary with us here.
And people have their original Origami and they tell us over and over and over, it looks exactly the same. This is a customer pick item. We just haven't had it a long time.
Years.
And one of the things I want to show you with that eggnog,
I love this eggnog,
especially with crafting. Isn't that so pretty with all of the crafting?
It would go great in my house as well.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And then red, always a great color for accessories and appliances and things in your kitchen, like an air fryer, or maybe you've got some great little bins. And then we have the
vintage bronze, my personal favorite.
And this one's more of like an espresso, smooth, creamy brown.
Can you imagine these two? Because you were saying kind of putting them together. I kind of love that.
I do too.
Together.
I do too. Still, front, like in the lead, they love the plum.
Yes, let's get the plum back. You want to wheel that over here? Because I do think the plum is a great way to have that fashion color, but it's not, it doesn't scream, it just kind of
So here's the thing, if I had to pick all this stuff up independently and bring it back over from one side of the house or the room to the other, it would take me an hour and I just wouldn't do it.
Right.
But you've got it on wheels, and so those casters, I was trying to, they move so smooth across the floor.
Well, let me show you that, and that's something I am actually very, very proud of. We have, I think, the best caster wheels on the market. They're non-marring. So you can load this up with that 100 pounds. If you do have the wheels, it's 80 pounds. But you can fill it up with that 80 pounds and glide it with these. It can have your Ninja.
Okay, you made me a little nervous there.
Your mixer. Look at that. And two of them lock. So if you do have, maybe you have some of your favorite dishes and you wanted to set the table, you can lock it into place just like that and it will not budge.
That's
great.
So
I love that you do have that option. If you don't need movable storage, you just don't use those wheels. That's all you have to do.
But tonight's the night to get it if you want your color. I will say this is going to be probably one of the only presentations at, you know, when we launch a new day where you're going to have your pick of the color that you want. So whether it's the plum, which is far in the lead, the eggnog, which is brand new, or your classics, your black and your white, or, you know, the pewters, all of them are great. You can't go wrong. Everybody gets it home on a flex pay of $30. Everybody gets 30 days to try it out. If you don't love it, you can send it back. I don't think I've met one person ever. But you know what I have met? I wish I had bought another one. Oh, I love it so much. I wish I had gotten two, you know?
And here's the thing. You and I are going to talk about how much people love them. We're going to give you ideas, but please go read the reviews. We have the reviews from years and years and years, and people are passionate about organizing. They're passionate, and this is why. Because no longer do you have to build something and read directions and figure it out and spend a day. No longer do you have to spend a day building it just to start getting organized. Truly, when this comes to you, within 2 minutes, you can load this up. Is it going to be in your laundry room? Is it going to be in your pantry? Is it going to be with your herb gardens? Look at how we have it here. This is just simply going to be decor, and maybe we have some blankets in there. You know what? I still watch DVDs. I wanted to tell you that. I'm admitting it now. DVDs. People don't watch DVDs anymore. We do. Where are those? This is going to allow you to put all of the stuff that you want and need and make it accessible. I love that you can kind of mix and match. I'm watching you over there.
I was, you know, I may be shopping. I mean, I might be guilty as charged. But I wanted to get out the liners really quickly while we have your attention, and I know a lot of you are picking this up, and we're going to get it, you know, delivered to your door.